check my laser gun and I go pew 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 pew.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonty. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very excited about this video, so let's dive into it. So I wanted to make this video just kind of as a beginner's guide 101 into going to a festival, a rave, or live experience. This video is intended for people who are new to the scene, people who are just kind of diving in and really kind of exploring all of the festivals and all the live experiences and all that good stuff. If you are a seasoned raver, this might just be a good refresher course for you. With that said, let's just kind of dive into it. I also really wanted to make this video. It's important to me to kind of keep, I guess, festival etiquette really alive and well. And just to make sure we're on the same page, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, the whole Plur is dead kind of. People are just showing up, for all the wrong reasons. This is an opportunity for, people who are experienced to teach people who are new to the scene kind of the ins and the outs and what to expect and how to treat people and all that good stuff. So with that said, let's dive into it. So these are my 10 kind of rules, if you will, to live by, or just to kind of prepare yourself going into the 2023 festival season. Let's start with number 1. The ultimate golden rule, if you learn absolutely anything from this video, let it be this, and that would be Plur. P-L-U-R. What is Plur, you're asking me? Well, hey, I'm here to tell you. Plur stands for peace, love, unity, and respect. And some people, which I'm contradicting this, will say that there's a second R in Plur, which would be responsibility. So peace, love, unity, respect, responsibility. We like that extra R. We were digging that. So Plur is just kind of the golden rule to live by. Generally, just treat your neighbors how you want to be treated. Look out for each other. We're all there for the same reason, just to kind of love and be loved and really enjoy the experience. And so if you can project, positive energy onto other people, I promise you it will find its way back to you tenfold. So really just be kind to others, be respectful of your surroundings. Be Plur. Project Plur. Let's move on. Number 2, trading candy. What is candy? I'm so glad you asked. I'm here to tell you. Candy is a bracelet consisting of pony beads. Typically, they have a positive message on them, and you can make these. You can buy them. Typically, people will make them. You can buy these beads and kind of the threading at any craft store. You're vibing out and you see someone in the crowd and you just really love their energy. You just like their outfit, or you're just vibing with them overall and you want to connect with them. Candy is a great way to do so. You could just walk up to, whoever and be like, hey, do you want to trade candy? And if somebody's wearing candy already on their wrist, more than likely they know what it is, or they're willing to trade, all that good stuff. So let me show you the process on how to actually trade the candy. Super secret, awesome, super cool, only for cool people, really super awesome, sick, fly coolness handshake. Okay, that only really cool people know. Here's what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is right now, okay? You do peace, love, unity, and then respect you can trade over. Some people will say it's peace, love, unity, respect, but I've never done that or seen that or had that done to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and teach you the way that I do it. Here's how you're supposed to do it, but here's how I do it, type of vibe. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna be peace, love, unity, and then you're gonna go ahead and swap the candies over to the other person's wrist. And then typically they will swap one back over to you. However, there are, some times where the other person doesn't have candy in general, or they do have candy, but they really don't want to trade it because it holds sentimental value to them. And that's totally okay. You give candy not to receive, but just to give. It's a compliment. I always have people that don't have candy. They're like, they panic. They're like, oh, I don't have anything to give you back. I'm like, shh. My guy, this is for you. I don't need anything in return. Your energy is good enough for me, right? Also, I will say this, there are so many talented people who create candy, but, really struggle with social anxiety, or it's very scary to go up to a stranger and, initiate conversation for a lot of people. So if you see someone with candy and you're vibing with them, do not be afraid to go up to them and just ask to trade candy. I'm sure you'll make someone's day. But yeah, that's candy for you. I'm always making it last second, which I wish I was more prepared. So yeah. All right. Number three. Saying excuse me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you're trying to get to the front of a crowd and it is super packed or condensed, or, you know, it's just not a clear shot to the front or to get to your friends, wherever they may be, just say, excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Do not just push or shove your way through to the crowd. I promise you, this is a pinky promise right here. If you say excuse me, 99.9% of the time, the person who is in your way will happily step to the side. And not just that, but they will probably thank you for saying excuse me. I know when people say excuse me or just like tap me and they're like, can I get through? I'm like, do you want me to carry you there? I'll carry you wherever you need to go, right? It's such a vibe killer to be pushed or shoved or stepped on. So really just be aware of your surroundings. If you're drunk, if you're whatever, doesn't matter, right? If you don't, I'll find you. And I won't say excuse me to you. All right. Number 4, fashion. Let's talk fashion, dressing, outfits, all that good stuff. If you know me, I put way too much thought into my outfits for every single show, festival. I just really need to chill probably. It is okay to wear whatever the hell you want. If you are a person who wants to wear, you know, athletic shoes, sweatpants, and a t-shirt, please, whatever you need to do to, you know, elevate your experience and make sure that you are having the most fun. If you need to dress cozy, if you want to dress up, fantastic. Dress however you want. And if I could recommend anything to you, it's to wear comfy shoes. Even if it doesn't go with the outfit, I will typically try my best to pair, you know, comfy shoes with the outfit. But you are going to be walking around for typically 8+ hours and dancing, and just your feet are going to be going through so much trauma for 3 days. It's unreal. Double socket maybe, and I know a lot of people will wear the insoles. You know, that's not a bad idea either. But yeah, just make sure that you guys are dressing how you want to. It's totally okay to wear whatever you want. No worries, friends. All right, number 5. Hydrate. I know I sound like a dad telling you to hydrate, but it is crucial. If you want to make it all weekend, you need to drink water. And let me tell you, you're probably like, oh, you know, it can't be that hard to drink water. But you'd be surprised when you are seeing your favorite artist back to back for hours on end, you will forget to drink water. Shameless plug here. Highly recommend a LUNCHBOX hydration pack. They are anti-theft. All of your belongings will be protected. You can carry water all day. The pack is insulated, so it keeps your water cool. I just highly recommend. I am biased, but also the product speaks for itself, truly. All right, number 6. This is like the quote that everybody passes around. I remember when I first started, I would always ask for like tips and tricks and advice, and word for word, everybody says that it's a marathon, not a sprint. How many people have heard that? All of us? Yeah, okay. I kind of thought so. Typically, a festival is going to be 3 days, right? So you are going to have so much time to wander around, explore, catch your artists, see your friends, all that good stuff. So do not try to pack all of those things into one day. Please sit down, take breaks as you need, get food as you need. I promise you that it will be okay to just take a break and catch your breath, okay? Drink water. That's a good opportunity to drink water. Number 6, throw your trash away. Throw your trash away. Oh, God. This one is personal to me. I cannot stand the trash. By the time the 3rd day rolls around at a festival, almost a good majority of the time, you will be standing on a thick layer of trash. You'll be dancing on top of crushed cans and bottles, and it is so awful. I'm constantly like slipping or tripping on something. Please, there are trash cans all over the place. If, for me personally, I will drink Beatbox, right? They come in the cartons. When I finish one, I will set it on the ground, I will step on it to crush it, and I get it to like this thin, and I just slip it in my pocket until I can find a trash can. There is a rule I live by. It is leave no trace. Really pushing for this. I believe that we can get the word out to really help this issue. It is just so prevalent. If you are a seasoned raver, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Number 8, I know before you go into a festival, a majority of the time people pay the most attention to the lineup, or when the map releases, you know, people are looking at where the stages are or the lockers or, you know, all that good stuff. It is such a good idea, and I highly recommend that before you go into a festival to memorize and locate where the medical tents are. And these are such a great resource to have. You never know when you're going to be in a crowd and someone around you might go down, so it's just so good to know where the medical tents are because you could save a life. The majority of the time, festivals will have staff walking around in special shirts. So if there was any type of medical emergency, you could grab their attention and they will definitely help you out. Moving on. Typically, when you're at, you know, a live experience or festival or rave with a larger audience, you will not have any phone service, especially for festivals like EDC Las Vegas or Burning Man, or I'm pretty sure Coachella as well. You will have zero service. It doesn't matter what carrier you have, Verizon, AT&T, all of that doesn't matter. And if you do have service, it will probably take at least 45 minutes to an hour for one text message to go through. With that said, it is so important if you are going with a group of friends to set times to check in with a check-in location. So for example, at EDC Las Vegas this past year, my group and I would set check-in times for, I believe it was like every 2 hours or so. And we would meet at the Flower Tower. If you do text each other, pro tip, timestamp your text messages. For example, if I'm texting a friend and I'm, you know, at a festival, I would text them and say, hey, how are you doing? And right below that, I would timestamp it and say like 8:05 p.m. set. Because by the time they probably receive that message, it's gonna be an hour later. And so if you're like, hey, come meet me over here, and they're getting that text an hour later, your friend's gonna wander in that direction and be lost because you might not be there anymore. So timestamp your text messages, please. It will save you so many issues. Last one, if you made it this far, I freaking love ya. I just love ya. Fran, budget. I'm sure you guys know that tickets are just rapidly increasing in price, so it is becoming very, very costly to be able to attend these events. Between the ticket just to get in the gates, the flights if you have to travel, the hotel, the food, all that good stuff, it is so important that you budget. There are so many little costs that are going to pop up that are unexpected and unplanned for. So just make sure you have, you know, just a set aside, you know, money if you can. The last thing a lot of people kind of think about is food once you get there, but food and drinks are typically the most expensive thing. At EDC, a beatbox that you can get at your local grocery store for $2 is $18. I'm not joking, okay? And highly recommend getting a beatbox in those situations because you're gonna pay $17 for beer, that's 5%, or you can pay $18 for a beatbox that's like, I believe, 11% alcohol. So if you're there to drink and have fun, beatbox, please. So food, you guys, oh God, it's so expensive. You know, the whole joke is you're gonna live off one chicky tendy for 3 days, and that can be really real at sometimes. A chicken tender basket with fries that is like mid-grade is, God, like, I want to say close to $20 if I can recall. It's very expensive. And also, I'm a huge fan of ranch dressing. I have to have ranch with my meals, right? Midwest guy, yeah, whatever. Ranch, they charge you $2 for a cup of ranch at EDC Las Vegas last year. I know some other festivals didn't really charge me, but Just be aware, you guys, okay? Those are kind of my, 10 beginner rules to follow, if you will. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on social media. I typically reply to everybody. I really enjoy connecting and chatting with you guys and sharing as much information that I have to help you guys, because I know for me, I had a lot of friends that were seasoned ravers when I was a baby, that I would ask questions and they were so helpful to me that I just want to be able to pass that energy on. Who's excited for 2023 festival season? Oh God, I'm so pumped, you guys. What festivals are you going to? What questions do you guys have? If you have any other tips or tricks, please drop them below in the comments so other people can read them. But yeah, I love you guys. Please check me out on other social medias. I will drop the links below. Stay cute, stay fresh, and just know that I love you. That's all. Bye.